Welcome back to Farming 25 with the Root Man. 2025, right? Farm Sim, Farm Simulator, Farm Simulator 25. Anyway, we got farming to do as usual. I'm finishing up on a few farms that had a second fertilizing. This one just ended. I bought another fertilizer spreader, and I've got it working. He may be done now too. So I've got this right here. This is corn. I've got this. It's sorghum. They're 100% ready to go as soon as it grows. Corn, 100% ready to go. What's this field doing? This field is 50%. So this one needs it. Where's the other fertilizer spreader then? Where is it? Okay, this one needs it too. Oh, I think it was this one that's already done. So my tractor's got to be placed someplace out here on this field. Thomas, how are you? Every time I see Thomas come in, I think of Thomas the Train. Wasn't there a Thomas choo-choo train that kids used to watch, a cartoon or a book or something? I don't know why. I think it's because I think he's got a tractor. Thomas, is that a tractor you've got for your avatar? Because it kind of looks, it's so teeny tiny that it could be a train engine, but I'm pretty sure it's a tractor. Anyway, hey Thomas, how you doing? Big Mac's here. Evening, Big Mac. Scorpion, thanks. Scorpion says everything's looking and sounding good. There it is. No, yes, no. Where's it at? Where's my tractor at? Oh, now I gotta go find it. What the? Is it here? No. Where is it? Oh, maybe it wasn't this field. I thought it was. Or I gotta go find it. Here it is, but no, is this? No, this isn't it. Well, where did it go? Did it fall in the ditch or something? Let me get this one off the field and we'll run it over to that other field that needs it. I do have one that's ready to harvest. That right straight ahead us in the horizon over there, you'll see the yellow barley that we've been waiting 2 seasons to get ripe. I think of the right word. The tank engine, Big Mac, yeah. Thomas the tank engine. Thomas was cool, man. Now, Thomas wasn't the one that kept going, I think I can. That's something different, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure Thomas thinks he can. Don't you, Thomas? All right, now, is this got 50 or 100? This is 50. This is sunflowers. Look for something to make oil out of. So, and I got some mod stuff to talk about. We'll get to that in a second. Let's get this started here, because I can get this started and while it's running. Then I can talk about other things, and I'm getting work done. So, all right, who's working this? Steve, the farmer. Farmer Steve. Oh, well, here it is. But what field is this? This is sorghum. Where the hell am I? Is that my farm over there? Oh, I know. I am on that field.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't see my tractor. It was over here in the corner. Cheers, Scorp. Which way did it go? Andy's here. Hey, Andy, buddy. Andy, buddy. Buddy Andy.
All right.
All right. Andy, cheers. Scorp and I were talking the other day on Discord about how I influence him and he influences me. And what I mean is, I have this thing about music. If you start talking about a particular kind of music or song, that gets stuck in my head, and it makes me, doesn't make me angry. It just irritates me when I get a song, because it's always a silly one. It's not a good one. It's not a good song that gets in your head and, oh man, you're just grooving. No, it's the stupidest song you can think of, and Scorpion will mention it, and it gets stuck in my head. Butterfly Kisses. Feelings, ooh, feelings. Some stupid ass song like that, and it gets stuck in my head. And so he can influence me like that. Well, I got things that I can do to him. And then it rolled around to Andy. And how easy I can trigger Andy. And not in a good way. He get pissed off at me. So Scorpion, he thinks it's funny. And then Scorpion's got something he does, but I'm not going to say what it is because it's a secret between, lousy people. Me and Scorpion, we're not good people. But he's got something he thinks that he can do to get to Andy. I'm not going to say what it is because Andy might not even know. So there you go. Earworms. There, yeah, earworms. That's a good phrase, Andy, because that's what it is. Hey, it can get morbid. It could be brain worms. They just come in through the ear canal. Oh, that's terrible. I don't even like thinking about that because that could be real. All right, this one is wheat, and it looks like it's 50%. So let's get back in our tractor, get it motating. And who we got? Miss Nelson. We got Steve the farmer and Miss Nelson just throwing solid poop everywhere. Because that's what fertilizer is. It's just solid pellets of poo, basically. I mean, it isn't poo, but it's got components of the stuff that's in poo that work as fertilizer. All right. Okay then. So for lunch, Carol ran to Dairy Queen with my son. He had a day off. He works sometimes on Tuesday, sometimes he doesn't. It depends on his client. Thursday is grocery shopping day. So every Thursday he takes his client grocery shopping. And he picks out food that he's going to need for the week. Monday he drives to dialysis. And he drives about 85 miles one way to get him to dialysis. He has dialysis for several hours. And then they drive home. So Jeff puts in a good 10, 12-hour day on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursday is shopping day. Tuesday is the day that he takes him if he's got a regular doctor appointment or an eye appointment or any appointment that he needs to get to. But he doesn't always have anything like that. So occasionally, Jeff, probably more than occasionally, Jeff gets Tuesdays off. But he makes up for it because he puts in, like I said, 10, 12-hour days. So he's definitely putting in a full week. But so he went with Carol, and that doesn't happen often. Usually Carol goes shopping by herself and stuff. But I almost called Scorp yesterday because I was pretty scared. I got up yesterday. I didn't get up. I was sleeping. And it was right at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I thought I heard something in the bathroom when I rolled over, but it was maybe a toilet flushing or a sink coming on, something. And then I heard a boom, a bang. And my eyes instantly opened up. I was solid sleeping. my eyes instantly opened, and I jump out of bed, buck ass, and book to the bathroom, and there's Carol sprawled out on the floor. And so I didn't know what the hell to do, and I called to her. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Did you hit anything? Did you hit your head? Can you get up? What, you know? And she wasn't answering. She was and then I kept asking her. I said, "Are you okay? You know, where are you hurting?" And she said, "I feel like Elvis on the floor of the bathroom." What? What? Okay, so a little explanation. Our bathroom is huge, but there's an archway that you go through to get to the toilet area and the shower and a big full-size bathtub. I mean, one of those huge, big, bathtubs. Kind of low to the ground, but it's huge. And it's a big area. So she was using the restroom and got up and walked through the archway and started feeling dizzy. And there's a big wicker chair sitting there right in front of the two sink countertop. And she sat down in the wicker chair. And then she doesn't remember what happened then. The only thing now is she's on the floor and she didn't know how she got there. Once I finally got her conscious. And we put the timing together, and I think she'd been laying there at least a half hour, 20 minutes, a half hour before she. I don't know how to put this. Did she pass out? She must have, because she was not in the chair. She was on the floor and didn't know how she got there. But the timing was that she had been maybe passed out in that chair for 20 minutes or so, because she's got a time loss before I heard the thump. And so I'm scared to death, and she's sick. And so I'm having trouble getting her up, and she's throwing up, all kind of stuff like that. And so I'm grabbing towels to clean that up and trying to get her up. And we finally, before we could call an ambulance, I got her in the car and off to the hospital. So we spent most of the day yesterday in the hospital. Turns out they're thinking that she was dehydrated. They threw 2 IVs full of fluid in her, and it perked her right up. So somehow she got herself dehydrated. So and it made her lightheaded. Now it isn't just that. She takes medication, and one of the medication is an injection, and that injection makes her very, very nauseous for 2 to 3 days. I mean, seriously nauseous, and she's burping and puking, and it's one of these medicines that make you lose weight. I take the same thing. I take the full dosage. She only takes a very minimal amount, but it makes her deathly sick, and I don't even notice it. But I think there's something to do with that too, because she was sick from that medicine and wasn't replenishing the moisture, if that makes sense. So I think it was part the medicine. And so we'd already talked to the doctor about getting this thing reduced, so she's not taking as big a shot, trying to find that balance as to, is it doing what the doctor wants you to do, but it doesn't need to be the bigger dosage. So we're gonna have to work on that. But I told her she's really good about keeping a journal as to her blood pressures during the day and her blood sugars during the day. I said, you need to add a category of, have you had anything to drink, so that it's broken up through the day. And if it's noon and you're checking your blood sugars and your blood pressure, how much have you drinking? How much have you drank? And if you haven't drank anything, then you need to. So I told her she needs to mark on your calendar, drink something when you get up, drink something at noon, drink something in the afternoon, drink something before you go to bed, and mark it on that thing so she can see that she's done it. Anyway, so I was pretty scared yesterday. I mean, it really bothered me, especially to the point where last night when I went to bed, she was already in bed for maybe an hour or two before I went to bed. And I couldn't tell whether she was breathing. And it took me hours to go to sleep because I kept reaching over and seeing if I could feel her, breathing, because I couldn't hear her. Well, I've got the hearing problem, but it's getting better, by the way. I've almost got my hearing back. I started taking a bunch of Sudafed, double strength Sudafed, and I can't wait to get the hell off that. Anyway, yeah, I was pretty worried, but she's better. She's much better. She'll be fine. She just needs to keep hydrated. Did she ask for a peanut butter? No, she wanted what's that Dairy Queen stuff? A Blizzard? She wanted an Oreo Blizzard. So that's what I got her for lunch today. Taco Tuesday. Would be, except for we had chicken. Dairy Queen with white gravy and an Oreo Blizzard. So there you go. I'm completely wore out from yesterday. It was tough. I was so worried. Carol's a little bit older than me. She's 75, and I'm 72. But she's in better shape than me. She goes swimming every morning at the local pool, and her and a whole gang of women, all of them in their 70s and 80s, and they go swimming every day. Matthew, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Took me a while to get the. I asked her later, I said, why did you say you felt like Elvis? And she says, didn't he die in the toilet? I guess so. I don't know. All right, I got to get work here. No more messing around with medical news and stuff like that. I got to get a combine. Let's see, which one's the easiest to get out of here? Probably that. Well, I don't know. Maybe the red one. Let's see if I can get this out of here, and then we'll go talk about some mods as soon as I get this thing out of here. Oh no, I'm stuck on something. I think I'm stuck on Band-Aid. All right, I'm gonna have to get out of here. I'm stuck. Let's do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. Okay, we're at the dealer. Not that kind of dealer. Car dealer. Okay, how does this... There we go. Come on, back up. Come on. Get up. There you go. All right, let's get off of that. Open this. Man, I need to wash this thing. It's dirty. It almost looks like a brown piece of equipment instead of a red one. Frank's here. Where's Frank? Hey, Frank. Frank's at work. He'll be listening. He sounds like maybe he's like Santa Claus, taking notes. I'll be watching you. I'll be listening. Oh, no. Frank's the new Alexa. He's just going to be listening to everything we say. Did she hear me? Maybe not. I've been yelling at her lately. Maybe she doesn't hear me anymore. Alrighty, so I gotta make sure that we've got, what did we do last? Was it something with a windrow? Are we gonna have windrow? Who's driving? Hey, it's Frank's working today. You go, Frank. He knows how to run this thing. Oh no, it's not doing it. Well, sorry, Frank. I got to stop it to turn the windrow on. I tried to turn the windrow on without stopping it. It didn't work. So now Frank's lost a job. Dang it. Sorry, Frank. You're busy at work anyway, right? I hope I turned it on. There it goes. Oh, it's there's some kind of rival between Hamish and Frank. It's either one or the other fighting for control of the combine. Why is that, Hamish? Okay, let's do some mod stuff while I'm doing this other stuff. So, Scorpion sent me a text and about this production here. So we're making poo, right? And I think we're making liquid poo. We've got food in the trough. We've got straw in the as bedding. Why am I stuck? And there's production here. And Scorpion's telling me that to do the production, you have to transfer the milk to the production part. I guess. I don't know. I haven't actually done it yet. But if you look at the thing down below me here, it shows you we do have milk. We've got 17,000 gallons of milk. So we do have some milk. And I started production, or I thought I did, for butter. So let's see. Cow barn. Butter right there. Okay, it says something's wrong. It's missing component there. So if we look up here, these are the incoming materials, and you don't see any, right? So evidently, since I have 17,000 gallons worth of milk, I have to transfer that over. So that's information I didn't know because I haven't used this mod before. So let's, oh man, come on. I hate it when it doesn't go into the rig I want. By the way, I had does anybody know what a Tobii Eye is? I've got a Tobii Eye attached to my computer, but I usually don't use it unless I'm flying flight sim. And I didn't know that it had been turned on this game. And so if you've watched me go into the rig like this, you'll notice that I haven't been able to see the mirrors or anything because I can't move this right here. This is set. This is what I see when I'm driving a truck. I can't go left, I can't go right. So I turned that. I found out that was the cause. Didn't even enter my mind that the Tobii Eye was even, alive on this game, but it was. And so it must have detected it and turned itself on or something. So now I turn that off and I can now look around with my my controller. So that's cool. I can look around now. Let's fill this up with something here. or empty it, I mean, if it's got anything in it. I don't know if it does. Let's see. I don't think it has anything in it. No, yes it does. It's got water in it. All right, let's empty it out. Okay. And then we'll go see if we can grab some of that milk. Hamish demands to work. I'm a man's man. I want a job. I'm gonna flip a Yui here. Okay, so this is the only thing as far as mods go that on the cattle. That's all I did to this was start a process of making butter and then finding out that I need to transfer the milk manually. I trimmed my beard a little bit. I still haven't got a haircut, but I'm trying to decide whether to let it go for the holidays. The last time I let it go, it was way down here. It got really long. But you know, my hair's curly. It wasn't like, it was just like this, which is pretty set, because it's all, curly. It's not like ZZ Top. I couldn't go like this and my beard go like that. It doesn't work that way. It's just like this, only this long. When I turn, it turns. It's got a life of its own. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we got 17,000. We're going to run this around here and see how to dump it and then activate it. So I'm not sure where I do this. I think it's in that other kabobulator there. I don't see a trigger coming on. Scorp, have you used this? Oh, maybe it goes right there. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's get around here. There we go. You stop when it says dump. Take a dump. Take a dump. Take a dump. Take a dump. Dump. Okay. Now, we're going to make butter. We're going to need milk also when we start making stuff at the bakery, I think. But I'm not sure. So let's stop that for here, and we'll talk about some more mods. Well, I got 2 mods down yonder. Well, 3 actually. 4. But 1 doesn't count. These are Stevie mods, if I'm not mistaken. And so I ran into this one as a silage maker, right? So I went in here and I remodded it. So now I can make silage. God, that's loud. Loud. So there's Stevie mods. If I, the fermenting silage is right here. I changed it from, it was you can use grass or you can use chaff. I changed it to straw. So now I've got them millions of things of straw, and I can make silage out of straw and grass now. So I remodded that, and we're missing some material here. So let's grab our truck-a-doodle-doo. Oh, look at all the honey I'm stacking up there. Oh, I need to show you that too. Okay, while I'm right here, God, I got a ton of stuff to talk about. If you remember this map, Scorpion probably does, when this map, look at the edging here. Okay, before this map, when it got past this tree right to the left of me, it went that way. It went that way, and all this low grass was field. It went around here. This is how the field was plowed. I didn't like that because it kept messing up the hired workers, and so I just took some grass and I painted this thing 90-degree corner here. So I took all that out. So there's that. I did that. I sure did. Okay. Let's get this guy turned around. We're going to grab some straw. All right, I'm gonna let that go. It's gonna take a minute. Dennis in the house. Dennis, how you doing? All right, while we're waiting for that to fill, I did do some other modding. We'll get to that in a minute. I put up a bunch of these so I know what's going on in my silos. I sold and replaced the chicken coop, and I downloaded a new mod. I've had this mod before in other, but I think it was FarmSim 22. Can't remember. Now the eggs are growing inside, so you have to go inside to get the eggs. But it holds a heck of a lot more grain and makes a heck of a lot more eggs. Because I had this thing running and it had 1 case of eggs in about 5 or 6 days. And I ran out of grain in like a second. Farming Haldol, how are you? That number's 1722. 1722. That was a good year. So yeah, I replaced this, and now we have to go in. I need to find a truck that's small enough to get in here though, because you have to go in this way. And you have to go in this way. So I need either a smaller truck, or I'm going to have to carry these out by hand. So we'll figure that out. Don't let chickens out when you do this, though. All right, so there's that. I still got this thing going, making honey and doing whatever it's doing. Nothing new there. He's still getting that. Let's run down the road. Okay. This is a warehouse. I'll show you that in a minute. We've got this piece of equipment. And there's so much. Dang it, I forgot about this. Okay, all I did was put in a driveway here for the post office so that I can get the postal truck around the corner and pick up the mail. So this is just, again, just some work that I did over the weekend. So let's grab him if I can get in. And we will put the beacons on, run around the corner, and grab the mail. Now this thing, the only thing this takes is water, because your postal workers are in there sweating their asses off, and they need water. If you give them water, then this is the work they do. Now we discovered during my weekend talking with Scorpion that you can't find a trigger here. What you do is you take your truck. I never did find the trigger. I mean, it's there. You can see it if you go in. But what you do is you just back the truck in, and it automatically loads the letters. See? So you just slowly back the truck in, and it auto loads. And it perfectly fits. Those 3 pallets perfectly fill the truck. And then wherever you put your mailboxes is where you deliver the mail to. So I put one mailbox where my farm is, so that's where I'm going to deliver the mail to. When you deliver the mail, then it's payday. No, I've been doing this for years. I've got tons and tons of games I've played. Red Dead Redemption, The Witcher 3, all of the DLCs. God, go on, every game. Mass Effect. I played tons and tons of games, and they're all on my page. I've got working on 4,000 videos up. So no, I don't play just farming. This is. As a matter of fact, I don't even play this game anymore. I just live stream it twice a week for the guys and gals that want to see it. So as far as streaming, I stream twice a day, Farm Sim, twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, and then Wednesdays I've been doing a Red Dead revisit on Red Dead 2 as a stream. That's just kind of a bonus. And then I'm making videos on Final Fantasy 14 and online MMO that I've been playing for about 12 years. So, Aldo, what do you play 25 Farm Sim at all? Do you play any of them? All right, so all you got to do with this is just drive up to the mailbox and then deliver the mail. I'm on the wrong side, but that's okay. And there it is. Just deliver the mail and you'll get paid $2,159. Sweet. I'm just going to park this right here for a second. And let's turn the beacons off. All right, so there's what I did with the mail truck. Okay, it looks like my straw is ready. So let's grab that. I did a lot of mod work this weekend. Not a lot, but, you know, just some things that I've been putting aside. Oh, we got to get back to that guy. Yeah, I got bit pretty bad once. Had to have stitches by a Rottweiler. I knocked on the door I was gonna, I think I was delivering a package. I can't remember. I wasn't a carrier. Well, I did carry mail on a contract basis for about a year, but I was a postmaster. But there was something I had to deliver, and the carriers were already gone for the day, so I took it out myself. And I knocked on the door, not knowing that the door was open. It had a screen door, and I knocked on the door, and I stepped back, and all of a sudden something hit. I didn't see anything. Something hit the door. The door come flying open. If I hadn't stepped back, the door would have knocked me on my ass. It's like a 300-pound Rottweiler on my heading for my throat. Literally heading for my throat. And I threw my arm up like this, and it got my arm. and tore me up bad enough I had to go in for stitches and a tetanus shot, of course, or rabies. Was it tetanus or rabies? I can't remember. I'd have some kind of a shot. So that was fun. And somebody said, well, you should have turned him in, and I said, well, it wasn't the dog's fault. The dog was protecting his home. I was trying to get in his house as far as he was concerned. So I didn't blame the dog. I kind of blamed the owner for not locking the damn door or something. If that dog was that, protective or trained, or I don't know whether he was trained or not, but I didn't blame the dog. Now, the only thing that really upset me was this guy lived across the street from a grade school, and there's kids playing all the time. And if that dog could get out like that easy. Okay, so we got straw in here, and you'll notice here that I put the straw in, and it's making silage, and it's also making digestate or digestate. Right now, over here, I did some more modding. Did I change this mod? I might not have. I'm not sure. I'm making pig food and I'm making pig food and TMR. And so we're making the TMR using hay, straw. Wait a minute. Is it? Not hay. I'm not making it with hay. I'm making it with. This one. I don't have any hay. I'm making this with grass, straw, and silage. So when I get the silage from the straw over there or the grass, it comes over here and starts making that. And then this, I'm using this one, just wheat, soybeans, and sorghum. Now, I just started doing soybeans. I hadn't been doing soybeans. I do wheat and sorghum, but you can also do barley, corn, and sunflowers, and that's probably the way I'm going to go. That's why you'll notice I've got sunflowers growing, because I'm always growing corn and barley, because I'm making beer and whiskey out of barley, and I'm doing corn is doing what is corn doing? I'm doing something out of corn too. Potatoes and sorghum, I'm making vodka. Barley and corn, barley and corn is what I'm making the whiskey out of. So I'm always growing corn and barley, and I'm always growing sorghum. So if this takes barley, corn, and sunflowers, I decided, okay, my next crop is going to be sunflowers. So I'm going to pretty much always be corn, sorghum, and soybeans. Sunflowers. Or wheat, because you can do wheat too. Anyway, there's the pig stuff. I can't remember if I did anything with the mod itself. I might have, I can't remember. All right, I got something else I'm working on, so that's new that you haven't seen yet. So I'm kind of like a fart on a skillet today, just jumping from one trigger to the next. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit off on I'm not thinking straight today. I'm still kind of upset about what happened yesterday, and I'm scared. And I think she's going to be perfectly fine. It was explainable what happened to her. Oh yeah, there you go, dry corn. Because I'm doing that. I'm doing dry corn, and I don't know what to do with the dry corn. So it gives you something to do with the dry corn. Good idea. Buy the hay. Oh, I think I beat you to it. I think I beat you to it. You're trying to get my attention. There's that delay that I talked about. But what I think I'm going to do, now that you made that suggestion, is I'm going to bump it up again. Bump it up a little. Because Stevie had another processing plant. Okay, let's see. He's got another processing plant. So if I can do grass, grass dryer right there. So he's got a grass dryer that I can put grass in and get hay out of it. So I could do grass, do hay, and then take the hay over to the whiskey or whatever you were doing. Yeah. I'll think about that. I'll think about it. All right, let me show you what else I got. Where's my little scooter get to? I got a little scooter dooter. Why did I turn that on? All right, get me. Wait it. My finger's got a mind of its own. All right, get out of there. Get away. All right, hang on. Let me see what I've got. Why can't I? Oh, I turned it off. All right. Okay, down on the end here, I bought another field. I had to because I wanted to use the end of it. So I bought this farm right here. This is my new pig farm. I bought this farm not realizing that it didn't come with the land. So I had to turn around and buy the land because I wanted to put a pig farm in. So now I own this piece of property, which is pretty small. There's not much on it. I got some sugar beets here that I'm going to use because I do have a need for sugar. So I placed this pig barn in. I actually put 3 different pig barns in. 2 of them weren't up to snuff. One of them was a really good mod for the pigs, but you couldn't pick up the poo. So I went back out and I got this one. Oh, there was a straw thing. There was a straw thing. It wanted you to put straw in there, but there was no place to put the straw in. So I don't know what the heck was the deal with that. APM just subscribed. All right, APM gets a free tractor. Everybody that follows her subscribe gets a brand new tractor from the page. We've searched everywhere. We found the biggest, most powerful, most expensive tractor we could find, and it's all free to you. So hang on, we'll get you that free tractor. And there it is. All you'll have to do is drive it out of the lot, and it just takes 2 fingers. Enjoy. Thanks for the subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, so anyway, I put this other pig farm in here. It was huge, too. But there was no way to get the straw in. I looked and I finally went to a certain webpage that was talking, and they said, there's no, you're supposed to be able to put straw in there, but there's no way to do it. So then I found this one, and I'm pretty sure I've used this one before, but not in Farm Sim 25. But you got your poo here, and you are collecting it. You can see down below that I've got 16,000 in slurry. This right here is your straw that you put in, and then this is your food, and then you have to separately. There's no manure place for this mod. So I had to put a separate mod in that I downloaded a while back for this small poo container. And as long as you have it close enough to the barn, it'll collect your poo for you. So there's this, and I got it full of animals, so we're waiting for them to grow. I bought babies. There's a bunch of babies in there, and I'm waiting for them to grow. So there's that. Anything else? What else did I do? What else did I add? God, that's been a lot. I spent all weekend working on this map. I think that's all the mod stuff I've got. No, it isn't. One more mod. I put a warehouse in. This is a logistics warehouse. So, let me get down on the ground. And we'll show you how it works. I think I got some time. Did that combine didn't get full, did it? Okay, so this is fully automated, kind of, sort of. Semi-automated, let's put it that way. All right, so you come in here. And Scorpion, I only bought I didn't buy that other one you showed me. I bought this one instead, and it seems to work okay. So this is what you've got to go out and get your stuff that you're going to get. Let's go get it. Let's go get some. I think I've got some vegetables over here. Okay, butcher. I didn't put the butcher shop in yet. I need to do that. Well, actually, I don't. I can just sell the pigs outright. But I wanted to try that butcher shop because I never got to try it in the other map yet. So, all right, I'm going to grab stuff for making kimchi. Oh, crap. Did I make the kimchi? Or kimchi? Is it kimchi? I put in a bakery over here. But that's not what we're looking for. But I can't remember if I showed it to you. Did I show you guys the bakery? Because I don't even know where it's at. Where did I put it? I can't remember if I showed it to you, but there was a empty lot around here that had some cars parked in front of it. And I thought, well, what are they parked there for? And I thought, well, maybe I should put something in there and that'll give them some reason to be parking there. So that's what I did. Here it is. There was these cars. These 4 cars were sitting there in an empty lot. And I thought, what are they parking there for? So I put a little bakery in here to give them something to do. They can eat donuts while they're waiting for whatever they're waiting for in that little spot right there. Maybe it's a park and ride. Maybe they catch the train here. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. We need to go to the production plant. This right here makes cans vegetables and stuff. So let's go take a look. And I don't remember whether I had all the stuff for kimchi in here. Let's take a look. Alrighty, let's see. Preserved food factory. Do I have anything running? No, it's inactive. Well, the peas are inactive. Let's just take a look. Okay, for kimchi, I need chili peppers. I need Napa cabbage. I need spring onions. And garlic. Okay, so I need garlic and spring onions. Let's grab our truck. And I think the spring onions and the garlic are on the end here. I think this is the garlic. So let's grab some garlic. I'm going to grab it from the other end here. So we'll grab some garlic, maybe a little more, if they've got it. There it goes. All right, Shift R. Shift R. Okay, I think that's enough for now. It's not going to take very much. And then let's get some onions. All right, did I pass the onions? I did. Sorry, I was looking at the chat, so I start running into stuff. If you ever come to work for me, you got to watch out for yourself, because I'll run right over the top of you, not paying attention. That's my job. I let other people pay attention. I pay for soda pop. You pay attention. Right, so 2 loads of that. Let's go see how much it'll take. If it takes it all, we'll come back for more, but we'll see. Last night before I left the farm, I made sure that all the water was in where it needed to be. Any fertilizer was where it needs to be. Can I get across these tracks without killing myself? Or dumping the load? All right, see what it takes. See, it didn't take very much. Yeah, it didn't take very much. Okay. So, now that we've got extra, we got some extra here to get rid of. We're going to go to the warehouse. What you ruined? Right, now I need to make sure that that I have this unloading from the right, which is you, I think. Yeah, okay. Now let's get a little bit closer. Get a bit closer now. Reminds me of a song, don't it? Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then I think it's left shift I. There it went. There it went. There it went. Okay. So now we've got it in there. They expect you to use this machine over here. But what I do is the same thing that Scorpion just said he did. And that is to go in and grab your Superman strength and just grab the pallets. And just set them in here. Okay. I don't know if it takes partial pallets, so let me just set this to the side for a minute. And then let's grab that. I think that's a full onion. And then another partial onion. That door doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, and then let's grab these full onions here. Set them down on top of that. Okay, it's a little crooked here. Be careful. It sees me in the doorway and it's trying to do the automatic door thing. It don't work very good. Ah! Ah! No. Oh, it righted itself. Okay. Here, let's do something like this. Alright, now that you got this stuff there, you gotta make sure. Commute time. Are you in the house today, Scorpion? The drifter from the hours. Hello? What do you... Let's waiting to see if Scorpion had already taken off. Okay, so once you got, this is where you store everything. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 over there. You notice I already got some stuff stacked up in the corner there. So what you do is just walk over here. The one on the left is if you need to get something from storage and get it out of here. And this one is to pick it up. So I'm going to turn around so you can see what it does. The first time I did it, I worked on this, and then I turned around and everything was gone. So I don't know how it worked. So I'm going to turn around and hope that it sees behind me what I'm doing. And you just hit the R key. And that's what it does. It grabs everything and throws it up in storage. Now, I don't know if it does partial, so let's see if it does. If it doesn't, I'll just go sell this. All right, so let's just, oh, it took it. All right, it took it. Yeah, it's clear on the top up there. You can see it right there. Sweet. Did I miss somebody coming in? Somebody, oh, the drifter. No, I said hi to the drifter. I try to say hi to everybody. I hope I don't miss anybody. And, you know, everybody deserves the attention that they have coming. So I try to make sure I do a shout out on everybody. I miss it sometimes. If you try to get a hold of me and you can't, just type in Redeemed Rudy and it'll throw up a big loud noisy thing that tells me to look at the chat. Just so you know. For those of you that are new, I just had a new subscriber. As you're watching the stream, you're earning buckets of grain for payment for helping me on the farm, because you guys are helping me on the farm. When I've got somebody working on the farm like that, your name shows up on there. So I don't remember who was doing this, but these guys are done. So let's see. Is he done? Holy smokes. Oh, he's done. So everybody's done working. But anyway, it randomly selects one of you subscribers' names and throws it in here. And so if you want to find out anything about how to spend your grain buckets, watch the chat. Every once in a while, what is it, Streamlabs? Is it Streamlabs that comes up and tells you what the memes are? And you just redeem them with your buckets. Like Andy just did. He just redeemed the Rude Man Way. The free tractor that the subscribers gets is one of the memes. You just type in exclamation point. Patrick, you forgot the exclamation point. Exclamation point, no spaces, redeem, and then the name of the meme. And again, like I said, if you watch Streamlabs, every once in a while it'll throw up all the memes, so you know what to type in. Just something fun to do while you're laughing at me screwing stuff up. Okay, now I put that stuff in for the kimchi, but I didn't activate it. I do that all the time. There we go. Now see, when I hear that, I'll look over. See, my chat's on a different computer. When I hear that, I'll look over and look at the chat because somebody's trying to get a hold of me. Scorpion didn't have a long trip today. There's the memes right there. Andy, shout out, Panic, Rude Man Way, Rudy, Bad Tree. There you go, Patrick. Don't run over the mailbox. Those will change depending on the game I'm playing. If I'm playing Red Dead, there'll be different ones like Dutch Has Got a Plan, that kind of stuff. If it's a holiday, I've got holiday stuff like Christmas. Andy likes cats. He's got a couple cats, so he likes the Santa. There's one called Santa Cat that Andy likes. I like the Christmas tree one. I don't know what it is. All right. What was I doing? Oh, I got to get rid of this. All right, that's the bottom of the map, so we want to go that way. Oh, we're going to have some fun. Woohoo. Oh, let's see how much air we can get. There's the tree. I want to be able to put a Christmas tree up like that. You know, we're only a couple months away from that mess. I'm not a big Christmas person. I like the reason for the season, but I don't like all the commercial stuff. Oh, it was magic? Oh, no wonder I'd never remember doing that. Magic, huh? All right, we need to get a truck down here. Pick up this, what was it? Barley. We got your barley right here. All right. What else do I got going? I've got quite a bit of production going here. What's this one? They need to put signage up. Oh, is this a bakery? No, this isn't a bakery. Is this just a flour mill or is this a bakery? It's a flour mill. Okay, this is just a flour mill. Andy, don't jump. Andy likes jumping off the bridge. I don't know why. I thought I had some bread going here. No? No bread? No bread. All right, so I must have sold it. I got oil here to pick up. I can't remember what kind I had. It was, I can't tell. There you go. That horse didn't like you. You must have thought you needed a bath. Red Dead's got some smart horses. Or they think they are anyway. All right, this is the kimchi, so let's go in and see if I can now make it. Production. Oh, production, wholly on about. Post office. Cow barn. Butcher shop. Bakery. Preserved food factory. There we go. All right, now we need to look at the kimchi. We have it already set for 300%, not 100, 300. And let's see, we got chili peppers, garlic, Napa cabbage, and spring onions. All right, so we're ready to make it. I need to get some more cabbage in here, though. So let's activate this, and it'll start making kimchi. Right? Yep, it's running. And it's making kimchi. Okay, let's get... we need to get our truck again. And... let's see, hang on. Oh! I forgot to tell you guys, I finally got the DLC. And it was Scorpion's fault, of course, that I didn't get it. So, yep, Scorpion screwed me over again. I told you I bought the DLC, but they didn't send me my code. Well, what happened was Scorpion didn't tell me I was supposed to go to my junk mail. And it was in my junk mail. Go figure. So it's all his fault. So I do have it. And let's go in and see. I'm not all that crazy about it. You guys that have it, you know what it is. They've got a couple of trucks that are worthless, and that's worthless. This one here, and you know, it's just you got a couple of these here. There's 4 of them, I guess. And that's it. You got 4 of these Mercedes and this extra one, whatever the hell it is. It's a truck pack that you get for as a DLC. There are a couple other things, but you got to go hunting for them. So if you get out of this category, and I think it's medium tractors. You've got some medium tractors. This Mercedes, what looks like a truck. You got a couple of tractors here that look pretty worthless. And then you have this truck that seems to be pretty worthless as well. And then you got this Unimog thing. Actually, they're both Unimogs, this one and that one. And these are Scorpion's favorite things in the world, are these Unimogs. That's all you get. That's it, man. That was it for your special stuff. No big deal, I guess. Did I miss something, Scorpion? I probably did. But I finally got it. Yeah, I found it in my junk mail. I hate email. I only look at my email unless I'm expecting something. I only look at email about once a month. And when I do, there's like 1,000 emails in there that you have to kind of go through. But they repeat themselves. Everything I've ever bought, they send an email every day. Buy some more, buy some more, buy some more. So you can just look at them and say, okay, the first 20 are all Amazon. Boom, they're gone. That's how I do my email. Medium, small tractor. There's some in small tractors too, are there? I didn't look in the small tractors. I knew they were in the medium. Right, there you go. There you go. That's what you get. So, cool, I guess. The only reason I buy them is to support Farm Sim and the fact that I'm recording it, so, or streaming it. If you guys want to see what the mods are like and what's in them, and you can't afford them, well, I buy them and show you. So, there you go. I DLC so you don't have to. Where did my chat go? I lost my chat. There it is. Okay. Jeremy's here. Jeremy, how you doing? You muggies. There's nothing you can do with them. Landon Parks. Skins in Fortnite? I have never played Fortnite. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Okay, so let's check this. Have we got anything growing yet? I think I have the. I think I have the. I think I have it turned off. This, if you're playing this mod that I got, it recommends you in the description to turn off the pallets, or to turn on. I'm sorry, the pallet blocker switch. I don't know why, but it recommends that you do that. So I did. And so I don't know why. But maybe that's where this stuff comes, is right here. And it just tells you to turn it on. So I did. All right. I got to get a truck. Some people might want to know what that is. I gave people the ability to do their own shout out.
Oh, yeah.
See, you can do your own shout out if I don't do it for you. I try to give everybody a shout out when they come in. But if I don't, you can do your own. That's crazy, man. Patrick, what's up? Matt's reminding me I missed soup du jour. So we need to get something for soup du jour, something sparkly. I actually had a soda that we got from the Dairy Queen, but Carol said it tasted moldy. So I thought, well, I don't like their soda anyway, so I just won't drink it. I'll do something else. So I do have a variety today, but I think I know what I'm going to do. So we can do, because I'm kind of jonesing. I've cut back on the soda because of my liver test that I got. I'm trying to detox my liver. So we'll see how that goes, because I don't know what's causing the problem. So we're jonesing for a decent Dr. Pepper. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in a while. And you guys know the routine. The Godzilla's hogging all the Dr. Pepper. And he can't afford to ship it over from Hong Kong. Sure, Patrick. Carol wouldn't know. She doesn't even know how to turn a computer on. She can't even figure out the TV. I have to go and find things for her to watch, because she can't figure out all the streaming stuff. And then this is my go-to, because there's no caffeine and no sugar in it. So, but I think we're gonna go Mountain Dew. Now I have a choice. I got Code Red. I'm all out of Baja Blast, and I got some of that new stuff. It's Purple Thunder. I got this stuff called Purple Thunder. It's kind of a grape flavor. The problem is, I don't know what I'm diabetic, and I don't know what my blood sugars are doing. So let's take a look and see what my blood sugars are, because if they're too high, I can't have that, because that's got sugar in it. So let's see what we're looking at here. It's about normal, because I just had lunch. So it's up a little bit from normal, but it's high enough that I don't want to do any sugar right now. I don't want to spike, and that would spike me. So I'm going to have a regular diet one, and I'm going to get my trusty cooler can, which is auto load. Doesn't take batteries either. We're gonna pop a top, and the soup of the day, soup du jour, is a regular diet Mountain Dew. Oh man, that's cold and so refreshing. And then it turns me into that. It's like catnip to me. What can I say? All right, so that was soup du jour. I can't tell you how many times I've had people ask me if Diet Pepper sponsors my stuff. I say, are you kidding? I don't make a dime off this channel. I don't do this for money. This is my hobby since I retired, and I just do it for fun. It's just what I do for enjoyment. And I'm not a streamer, so I'm not very good at it. I don't like having to keep a schedule. The thing I do enjoy is just making videos. I like to make videos, and I can put them up whenever I need to. With the stream, I have to be on a certain time and a certain day, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I'm old. You know, I'm 72, and some days I don't feel it. Most days I don't feel it. Some days I do. And if I do, I don't feel like streaming. It's kind of hard to be entertaining when you don't feel real, if you don't feel right. So that's the main reason I don't like streaming. The other reason is I shoot my mouth off too much. Sometimes I talk about things I shouldn't be talking about. Sometimes I talk too much about something that I shouldn't be talking about. And I'm talking about too much information. Sometimes I'll start telling a story about when I was managing an ambulance as a paramedic, and I'd come up on an accident, and pretty soon everybody's gagging in the background. I think, oh shit, I'm telling too much information, blood and guts. What do we got here? DP. Green tea will clean it out, my son is doing it. I drink tea every day, twice a day, and I think it's black tea though. I think Carol's got plenty. Carol's a big tea drinker, and she's got 15, 20 different flavors and kinds of tea. I have one, but I think it's black. But I could certainly start drinking green. I'll give it a try. I'm taking a supplement now, and I'm just trying to cut back on certain things. Because the bottom line on drinking stuff like this, it doesn't matter whether you're completely healthy or not. That crap is not good for you. Your body, your digestive system, is acid and good bacteria. Okay, so if your digestive system is made up of acid, stomach acid, you've heard. This is carbon. What's the opposite of acid? Carbon. If you spilled acid, you would use carbon to make it okay. They kind of eat each other. You know what I mean? So every time you take a soda and drink it, your body is fighting, your stomach acid is fighting the carbon. It's not good for you. Plus, the carbonation is not, it just isn't good. And if it's got sugar in it, it's double bad. So soda's not good for anybody, anytime. But you gotta have something. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't chase women I can't catch. Can I please just have a soda once in a while? That's the only enjoyment I get out of life. So yeah, I know I'm doing something that's not good for me. And I don't know if that has anything to do with my liver. Now, there's two things in the liver, what they test for. One of them is, I kind of equate it like cholesterol. There's a good cholesterol and a bad cholesterol. And so the bad cholesterol you want to keep low, and the good cholesterol you want to be high. Okay, your liver is the same kind of thing. You have damage, and it's generally considered like a scar tissue damage type thing. And then you have fat buildup. And for me, it's it's not the one. The one is good. I don't have any liver damage. I don't have any damage, but I do have a little bit of a fatty liver. Now, unfortunately, they say, okay, how do you get rid of the fatty liver? You lose weight and you watch your blood sugars. Okay, my blood sugars cannot get any better. I'm real careful about what I eat and when I eat it, and my blood sugars are constant. If it goes up, I know exactly what to do. And so my blood sugars can't get any better. For the last 4 years, they've been way below average in what they want you to be as a diabetic. And they call that your A1C test that they take. Mine are really good. My doctor smiles every time I come in, and he looks and he checks my A1Cs. And then, so that leaves weight. I can help my liver by losing weight. I've just lost 40 pounds in the last 6 months. What else can I do? So I'm thinking, maybe get rid of I don't eat candy. maybe get rid of the caffeine that's in that. That's why I drink 7-Up, Diet 7-Up. There's no caffeine and no sugar. Can't be too bad, right? Well, I guess it could be, but where's my trailer out? There it is. I forgot what I was doing. That happens a lot, by the way. Again, I blame Scorpion. Andy kind of leaves me alone anymore. Don't you, Andy? Andy's got more things to deal with than me. All right, we're off to see the wizard. Anyway, so I've kind of slowed down on the soda. I've been drinking more water, and Andy, Band of Brothers. Let me show you. This is not. I don't get endorsed by anybody. I already told you. I don't do anything. I don't do sponsors. I don't sell anything. I don't try to make money at all. I do make a little bit, and it helps pay for the internet. My internet's about $120 to $130 a month, and I've got probably, gosh, in the last 10 years, I probably had $30,000-$40,000 worth of equipment. Each of my computers is about $5,000 to $6,000. I've had maybe 6 or 7 of them in the last several years. I get a new computer about once every other year, and I used to build them myself, but I'm getting too old and crotchety to deal with that. So the last 2 computers I bought, I just had built for me. But I do a lot of this. It's LMNT, Element. Now I buy this off the internet, and the reason I get this one, it's not got a bunch of stuff in it. It doesn't have sugar, it doesn't have any dyes, it doesn't have any caps, it doesn't have anything in it except for the big thing is potassium and magnesium. Those are the 2 big things, and that's what this has in it. So, and I like the taste of it. This one is grapefruit, and they had a special one for the summer. It was a limited buy, and it was lemonade, and I do that. Now, it's kind of expensive, but some of that other stuff that we were getting is just, when you start looking at the ingredients, it's chock full of every damn thing. It's got sugar in it, it's got dyes in it, it's got, all kinds of crap-a-doodle-doo. I don't need the kitchen sink. I need potassium and magnesium and water. I need the water because I don't drink water. I don't like water. Water's for jumping in a pool or a bathtub or taking a shower, and it isn't for drinking. I don't like to drink water. It ain't got no taste to it. It's too wet, man. Just too wet. So I have a hard time drinking the water that I'm supposed to drink, and so that's why I use that. I don't do it every day. You don't need to, especially at my age. I'm not doing anything to deplete, your electrolytes. It's not like I'm running marathons or exercising half the day, that kind of stuff. So I don't do it every day. I asked my doctor, my heart doctor, if it's okay to take this stuff once in a while, and he said, how often? And I said, generally just once or twice a week. And he said, oh no, he said, that's fine. That'd probably be good for you. So that's what I do. I'll drink, I get these big tumblers at the dollar store. Hey, the newest one is kind of cool. Hang on. Where'd I go? I got about half a dozen of these great big tumblers. This one's cool. If I put it up by the light, this thing will start glowing in the dark. I love it. Anyway, I've got about 5 or 6 of these, and I keep them in the fridge so they're cold. And then I just put one of those elements in there, or just drink it. do not like ice. I don't like ice. I've never liked ice. If I have anything with ice in it, I gotta have a straw. I don't like that. I've got extra sensitive teeth, so I don't like ice banging on my teeth, and I don't. For me to watch somebody take an ice cube and start chewing it, oh my God, what's wrong with you? If I'm going to be chewing something, it's going to be a steak or something, or a potato with sour cream and lots of butter and pepper. And what else you put on a baked potato? Whatever you put on a baked potato that won't hurt it. Maybe a little bacon bits or something sometimes. Did I get all of that? Yeah, I guess I did. All right, hey, we got some barley now. We can go make some whiskey. I've already got some, so I've been making whiskey. So let's run over and see if this will take some of the barley I've got in the whiskey plant. This is Whiskey Row here, boy. I got flour. I've got oil. This is vegetable oil. I think that's sunflower oil. I'm not sure. I can't remember. This one is canned vegetables and stuff. Like this is where I'm making my kimchi. This is a brewery, which I got beer to sell. So yeah, we got stuff to do here. This one is vodka, and Scorpion and I both took our vodka and replaced the ingredients. Now we're making our vodka out of, and we do that by going in and modding this mod and changing it. It took barley and something else, and we took that out and said we're going to make vodka out of potatoes. And we're growing sorghum. But what do you do with sorghum? Seriously, if you're farming like this, what's sorghum for? Now I know some dairies and stuff that feed. They put sorghum in and make like a silage out of it for their dairy cows. But what in the game? What do you do with it? You just grow it and sell it. So okay, let's take potatoes and sorghum and make the Smirnoff. So that's what we're doing. That little station right there, that kiosk, is making our sugar. I'm not using a lot of sugar. The only thing that takes sugar, I think, is the whiskey, or is it the vodka? Vodka. We put a little sugar in with the potatoes and the sorghum to make our vodka. So I don't need a great big plant. I just need, a pallet of sugar. So if I get to doing more sugar, I'm going to have to put a bigger plant in. And then, of course, we've got our Jack Daniels plant, which looks like we got a bunch of whiskey to sell. Look at that, Jack Daniels. All right. Since we've already got that to pick up, I'm going to take this to storage for the time being, because if I start dinking around with production, I don't do anything else. I got some farming to do. So let's get to that. I'm going to just take this and put it in storage for now. We might pick up that stuff and sell it, though. These things are so damn hard to drive. I think I've got some coffee to sell. These greenhouses are exactly what you think. They're greenhouses. I've got onions. I've got garlic, onions, Napa cabbage, and regular cabbage out of that one. And then I've got chili peppers, I think, in 2, and more cabbage. So we got double cabbage and, oh no, one's tomatoes and the other one's chili peppers. That dark one right there that's got all the pallets in front of it, those are mushrooms. I don't have any need for those. In the last map we had a pizza parlor. We were putting mushrooms on our pizza. That one right there is growing coffee beans, and then the factory behind it is our grinder. So for making the coffee. Right. Now that thing is run by that guy in South America that picks the bean at one at a time. He's got a little jackass, and he's walking through the thing picking beans one at a time. That's the one I got. Takes forever to make some coffee. Well, I was starting to realize that. The only reason I was still building my own is because I always have. Since I was old enough to get into computers. I mean, that's what I did in college. I was a data processor. That's what I went to school for. But you know how old I am. Computers back then wouldn't fit in your house, much less on your desktop. They didn't have monitors and they didn't have keyboards. We had key punch cards. That's how we programmed computers. And it was all mathematics. There was no UI. There was no mouse. You had to use key punch cards, which poked holes in the card. The computer read the card and took that command and put it in a database. I mean, it was to get what it is you were trying to compute, you would run your program and it would print it out on a dot matrix printer. That was it. You didn't have any monitor. They did have huge reel-to-reel tape memory storage. It was hilarious if you were to see it today, but back then it was top technology. But that's what I did in college, is data processing, learn how to do all that. And so when desktops came out, I started building my own. And I always have till this last couple of years. I found a company I trusted. It's a company where you pick out the components. So if they do have a division where you just tell them. I'm looking to see if I needed to pay attention. Oh, Leslie's got band stuff, huh? Yeah. Well, that's where most of their grade comes from for band. She's good, Andy. I hear her squawking in the background once in a while. She plays a Frenchy horn. Those French, they're a strange group. Anyway, they can build a computer for you. You can tell them, look, this is what I want, and they'll build it. Or if you're savvy about computers and computer parts and things like that, you basically just give them a list. These are what I want you to use to build my PC, and they'll build it for you, and all that kind of stuff. So, and that's what I do generally. Now the second one that I'm using, I had two computers go out on me at the same time, within weeks, and so I was short a computer because I'm used to running 3 or 4 PCs at a time at once. Anyway, so I just found one on Amazon on sale. I bought it $800, but it does everything I need. All it's doing is it's an AMD, and all it's doing is rendering my videos for me. That's it. And I've cut back on videos. I used to record 2-3 videos a day, and now, what in the world is wrong with this thing? So now, if it takes, if it used to, with the big monster that I used to have, the AMD I used to have, man, I could render a 36 gigabyte video, half hour, 45 minutes. It was pretty quick. It was pretty powerful. I can't remember how many cores I was running, but this is not working right. All right, I got to try to fix this. This is not right. So this one, $800. I mean, no, was it 800? No, that was the laptop I bought was 800. This one I got for 18, wasn't it, Scorp? Is he gone? Are you gone, Scorp? I think I paid 1,800 for it. To me, that's a cheap computer because I'm usually 5,000 and 6,000, and that's building it myself. So, you know, no labor. But it's just not as fast. Now it might take an hour and a half, 2 hours to render a video. But like I said, I'm not making as many. So, why is this thing acting like this? Good Lord. What are you doing? This is crazy, man. Yeah, I think you're right, Scorp. I think that's what it was. About 1,800. But it had some good stats, and I've had it all going on a year now, and it's never failed me. Alright, what the holy heck is happening here? What in the wide world of sports is going on? These things are hard to steer. That thing's like it's on a rubber band or something. Look, it's upside down. You guys remember the time I was messing around with the combine like this, and the combine was upside down, and I attached to it, and it went flying into outer space? Remember that? Remember that video? I mean, it literally didn't go to outer space, but it went flying. It was funny. It was flying around for quite some time. I don't think it's even going to do it, but let's see if I can. It did like that. The only difference was it flew up in the air and stayed up there for like an hour, just going everywhere. The thing went to outer space, man, I tell you. Okay, I can't park it there. I just park it here. All right, what else was I doing? Oh, can I ram this guy? Ramming speed. Get out the road. All right. That's how we swing around here. Thomas, how you doing? Thomas was here early. He's still here. We oh God. When did that? Yeah, it was a mess. I broke it. I'm broken. Why shouldn't my combine be broken? You know what I mean? See ya, Scorp. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Even on work day, he shows up. All right, what are we doing? Okay, so I got to get the quicker picker upper. Let's find it. Oh, I don't have a tractor for it. All right, we got to find a tractor. Where's that John Deere? Oh, the Deere. Oh, the John Deere. Oh, it's right here. Let's drop this. I got equipment laying everywhere. I'm surprised I even can find any of it. All right, we're going to go grab the quicker picker upper with Mr. Deere here. I don't think I can get in that way. I'm going to have to come in from the other end. This is the Deere I put them great big balloon tires on. I don't think I can get out. We'll try though. All right, let's jump in this other Deere and see if we can back this up a little bit. Oh shoot. There's another tractor behind me. Oh man. All right. Frank, you scared me. See, I'm double scared because that song is loud but it's with Sadie, and Sadie scares the hell out of me. That woman, she's wild. She scares me. If you've played Red Dead Redemption, you'll get into epilogue. Once you get into the epilogue, Sadie's now a bounty hunter, and she's in a bar with this guy, and he's doing something to her, and he's got his hands on the bar. She pulls out a damn knife about this big and just runs it through his hand into the bar. It's like, oh God, that woman, she's wild. She's scary. All right, I think we can get out now. We're going to run the quicker picker upper down there and get that straw. That's always a job, that is. But it's got to be done. And the thing of it is, the straw on this map, because I modded that silage fermenter, since I modded it to use straw instead of hay, the straw has value to it. I mean, it's always had value to it because you can sell it, but it doesn't sell like another crop. But it's more valuable if I can make silage out of it, because silage sells for a good price. Bounty. Frank, what are you sorry about? No, never apologize. It's a sign of weakness. I never apologize. But then I don't ever do anything wrong. I told that to somebody one time. You've never made a mistake in your life? And I just looked at him and I said, not that I've admitted to. Yeah, I don't make mistakes. Well, okay, to be honest, I don't admit to making mistakes. It's a sign of weakness. Yeah, Sadie's a good one. She can hold her own. I can't believe it. And he's in a big fight. Sadie's right behind him, throwing guns at him. I remember that fight. It was a tough one. At one point, there's a trap door in that barn, and I jumped down into the water and snuck up a bunch. You're fighting the revenuers. You're fighting the Pinkertons, the store-bought law. They're detectives. Of course they are. We're coming on the tail end of summer. Unfortunately, our summer was so cold this year. We only had like 3 days through the whole summer that got above the 60s. So, and the way to look at that is in your home. If your home, well, it used to be that if your home was about 70 degrees, that was considered room temperature. And here we have a summer on the beach that never got into room temperature. And now today we're at 84. Yesterday we were in the low 60s. And today we're 84. Where the hell did that come from? And tomorrow we're back in the 50s, I guess. But that's life on the beach, I guess. Whoa. These, you know, I'm not a good driver in these games because I don't care. I just go 100 miles an hour around corners. I ram into stuff, as you've seen earlier. Yeah, it's a game, man. It's a game. And anybody that either complains or comments on my driving on this farm, I say, don't give me any crap. I know you played Grand Theft Auto, and nobody drives like a human being in those games. I mean, not only is the driving bad, you have to stop every other block to beat up a whore on the street. You know, that's what that game's all about to me. I've played it. I have it. I have several versions of it over the years, but I didn't play it very much. I doubt if I've got 10 hours on the game. It's okay. It's fun to play, but it's not really my kind of game. I'm not fond of going out and beating people up. I mean, you guys know, you've seen me play Red Dead Redemption. I don't shoot anybody that's not trying to kill me. If you're not shooting at me, I ain't gonna shoot at you. I don't care whether you're a bad guy, a good guy. You know, it's just you gotta take care of your fellow man. You don't go around shooting them for no reason. So that's the way I play. I take the title of the game to heart. It's called Red Dead Redemption. You're an outlaw. In my mind, the game is about you redeeming yourself before you meet your maker. That's the way I look at it. And that's why I play. I can't play any other way. I've tried to play some of these games being a bad guy, and I can't do it. I just can't do it. It makes me ill to do things like that. Like, what am I talking about? I'm talking about watching some of these guys ride through a town in that game, just shooting everything in sight. Chickens, goats, people, horses, and laughing their asses off. What? That's not fun. That's sick in a way. Oh, it's just a game. I said, it doesn't matter. If you can see that kind of terrible thing happening, even if it's a game, and laugh at it, I mean, I get it takes all, but I don't want to be friends with anybody like that. Which is fine. I don't have any friends anyway. You guys know that. I have absolutely no friends, not one, and it's been years. I have my wife. She's my best friend. That's good enough. Five on Sadie. What, 5 grain buckets? Is that all on Sadie? Or are you talking about something else? Andy, what's new, buddy? I think Andy misses Craig. You guys remember Craig would come in and he would lurk. He would lurk all the time. You never knew whether Craig was actually here or not, because he lurked, and every once in a while he'd pop in and say hello. And we haven't seen Craig for a while, and I think Andy's kind of trying to take his place. Now, here's what you got to know. I know something you don't know. Andy's busy because he has, his wife has health problems. And so he's being an excellent husband and taking care of her. That's his job. That was it. That's all it would take. That holds quite a bit, so it must be pretty full. I wonder if the silage part is full, though. I might have to empty that. Let's see. Because this is built to hold quite a bit. Let's see here. What we got? There's 500,000 in silage and almost 500,000 in straw. So if I got rid of that silage, I might have room for the straw. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the limits are on those. Betting on Sadie to beat Andy. No doubt, because you gotta be batshit crazy. Sadie, she's wild. But if you know the game, you know why. I mean, that poor woman lost everything she owned, everything that was dear to her, including her husband. Oh, especially her husband. I think it's kind of weird that one of the first things we run across when the game starts is Sadie's husband all frozen in the back of a trailer after being murdered. And then later, if you ever play the online version, Sadie and her husband are alive, living in a cabin somewhere, giving you jobs to do. It's kind of weird. Hey, wait a minute, you're supposed to be dead. Yeah, I'm running out of room to keep my equipment. It's crazy, crazy. Now, as far as the farm goes, my main job right now should be not dinking around with this equipment. I should be getting that straw picked up because I need to lime and plow that field and get it planted for a new crop, because right now all of my land is seeded and ready to go. It just needs to grow and mature, except for that field that has the straw on it. I need to get to that. I like to play where all of my crop comes off at the same time. I'm too scatterbrained when it comes to this kind of stuff, which I'm not. I've always been somebody that can do half dozen things, multitasker. I've always been big on multitasking. My wife used to drive her crazy because I'd be reading a book, watching TV, and have my laptop going on my lap all at the same time. And I'm reading 5 or 6 books at any one time. Most people grab a book and read it till it's done. I don't. I got books everywhere. If I got one in the bedroom I read before I go to bed. I got one in my office that I sit sometimes when I'm running rendering videos and I got nothing else to do. I'll sit and grab a book. I got one in the living room. I got one in each car. And wherever I'm at, I can just grab a book and start reading. And I've had a lot of people say, "How do you do that? Everybody else just reads one book at a time." And I said, "Well, you ever watch TV?" "Yeah." "What did you watch?" "Well, on Tuesday night I watched this and that, and then the news came on. On Wednesday night I watched this and this, and then the news." And I said, "Okay, wait a minute. How many TV shows a week do you watch?" "Oh gosh, one or two each night." And I said, "But you can't read more than one book? What's the difference?" Unless you're, because all the TV shows were different. One's a comedy, one's a drama, one's about cops, one's about criminals. I mean, how do you watch all those TV shows and keep them straight? "Well, that's different." "How's it different?" "How's it different?" The books I read are different, so I know which one I'm reading. If I'm reading a science fiction book, I don't get it confused with the murder mystery that it's in the bedroom. If I'm reading, what was that guy's name? Louis L'Amour, that's a Western. I don't get that confused with Buck Rogers. So there's no reason why you couldn't read more than one book at a time. It all depends. And if it's a really, really good book that I'm into, I'll probably sit and read it till it's done. But most of the time, I like variety. I do on these games too. You'll notice that I'll just get to playing one map and then I'm looking for another one that's different. All right, let's get that quicker picker upper out of here. I got to get to that other field. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. One more sip of Mountain Dew. That's what I love about this thermos. I can put ice cold Mountain Dew in here and it lasts 5-6 hours and it's still cold. You finally got a bacon? Did ya? Farmer says he'll be my friend. Well, you guys are my friends. I've been doing this for years, and a lot of people on here have been with me for 10, 11 years. I consider them family. That's why I was told one time that I don't do YouTube right. You're never going to get 1 million subscribers. You're never going to make any money because you're doing all the things wrong. Well, what's that? And they said, well, like the first thing you do, you talk about yourself, and you talk personal stuff with your subscribers. And I said, why wouldn't I? I'm a human being. They're a human being. I have things that interest me, foods that I like, music that I play. So do they. It's interesting to find out what we have in common. It's interesting to find out what we have and not in common. I'm interested on a daily basis in what everything's happening to you guys. You have lives just like I have. Why wouldn't I get personal? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. But they may be right. They may be right. That's I'm doing something that drives people away. I don't know. And it's not anything that I'm going to lose sleep over because I do this for fun. I don't do this for money. If I had 1 million subscribers, what the hell would I do with them? I would never be able to talk to any of them. Too many. Can you imagine having 1 million subscribers and you're doing a live stream? You got like 1,500 or 2,000 people in chat, and the chat's going so fast you can't even read it. How personal is that? Not very. Anyway, I'm looking at the clock and it's time for me to go. I want to thank everybody for coming in today and keep me company. I'll be back I'll be back tomorrow, probably on Red Dead, unless something happens. You never know. Life throws biscuits at you once in a while, and if you can catch them and find some butter, hey, it's a good day. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with Red Dead, and then Thursday again here on the farm. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you then. Thanks for being here, and ta-ta for now. Yeah, Fred's been here for years. Andy's been here for, what, Andy, 10, 11 years? Scorpion's been with me almost 12 years. And others. There's others. Anyway, see you guys later. Ta-ta for now.